Hello and welcome back to ENG Engine, and my name is Bharati. The topic in this video is active voice to passive voice and changing active voice to passive voice in simple future tense in the declarative tense, in the declarative sentences. Changing active voice to passive voice in simple future tense in declarative sentences. First, let us see the structure of verb in passive voice for the simple future tense. The structure is either will or shall plus be. Be is the be form of verb for the future tense. Will and shall or either of the modal verbs. We have 9 modal verbs. So either of the 9 modal verbs we can use to denote the future form. Be is the be verb for the future tense, and we use the past participle, which is otherwise called as verb 3. So the structure of verb in passive voice is will or shall or any modal verb plus be. Be is the be verb plus past participle. Now let us see the examples. The first sentence, they will plant trees. Here will plant is the verb. They is the subject and trees is the object. What will they plant? Trees. So the trees is the object. So trees, which is the object in the active voice, will become the subject of the passive voice. So trees, we start the sentence with the object of the active voice as the subject of the passive voice. So trees. So the subject of the active voice will become the object of the passive voice, that is they. It will change to them as per the rules of change in pronouns. Now will plant is the verb. So we have to insert a be verb and we have to change the verb to past participle. So will is used to denote the past future tense, and we use be to denote the be form of verb, and plant is the verb there, and the past participle of plant is planted. So the passive voice is trees will be planted by them. Next, she will write a poem. Here she is the subject, will write is the verb. What will she write? A poem. So this is the object. So the object in the active voice will become the subject in the passive voice. So we write a poem. And will is used to denote the future form, so we write will. Be is the be verb of the future tense, so we write be. The past participle of write is written, so written. So she will be changed to by her. So the passive voice is a poem will be written by her. Next sentence, we shall buy a pup. Here we is the subject. This is a personal pronoun. When we use the personal pronoun, that is the first person pronoun, we use shall. So as per that rule, shall is used here. We shall buy a pup. So buy is the verb and pup is the object. Shall buy is the verb and pup is the object. The pup, which is the object in the active voice, will become the subject of the passive voice. So we start with a pup. A pup is third person noun, so we use will. Shall we should not use, so we use will. The be verb is be. The past participle of buy is bought, and we is the subject that will be changed in the passive voice as us. So by we use to denote the doer of the action, so it is by us. So the answer is, that is the passive voice is, a pup will be bought by us. Next, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are sentences which ask a question. Look at the first sentence. Will she sing a song? So will is the modal verb. This denotes the future form. Sing is the verb. So will sing is the verb. Now in passive voice, it will begin with the same modal verb which is used. So will is there, so we use the same will. Now a song is the object in the active voice. So in the passive voice, we write the object first. That will become the subject of the passive voice. Be is the be verb for the future tense, so we write be. The past participle of sing is sung, so sung. So she will be changed to her, and by denotes the doer of the action. So the passive voice will be, will a song be sung by her? The next sentence, can they dig the soil? So can is a modal verb. They is the subject. Dig is the verb. The soil. Now, since the question is started with can, we have to start the passive voice also with the same can. So can. The soil is the object in the active voice, so that will become the subject in the passive voice. The soil. Be is the be verb, so we write be. The past participle of dig is dug. They should be changed to them in the passive voice when it becomes an object. So by is the doer of the action. So the passive voice is, can the soil be dug by them? Next sentence. Can't they manage the meeting? Can't, this is the negative word. This is the negative sense. We can write negative sentences also. So in the passive voice, so can't they manage the meeting? Now, can't is the modal verb. They is the subject. Manage is the verb. The meeting is the object. So can't is the beginning of the sentence. So we have to begin with the same can't. The object in the active voice is meeting, the meeting. So the subject of the passive voice will be the meeting. Be is the be verb for the future tense. Manage is the verb in the active voice. The past participle of manage is managed. They will be changed to them in the passive voice because it becomes the object of the passive voice. By is used to denote the doer of the action. So the passive voice is, can't the meeting be managed by them? This marks the end of this video. I hope you understood. So we learned how to change active voice to passive voice in the simple future tense, in the declarative sentences and the interrogative sentences. If you find this video useful, give a thumbs up and hit on the subscribe button and the bell icon. Kindly leave your suggestions in the comment box. Thanks for watching.